You know, someone asked me, you know, why does it take so long to shoot one of these? And unless you have an education or you've experienced what we're doing, and that's another positive tool that you deal with for this kind of thing, is a lot of people, a misconception is it takes 2 hours to shoot a 2-hour movie. And they couldn't be farther from the truth. You know, there's a reason that George Lucas takes 3 years to make a Star Wars movie. He has so many elements that have to come together. And I truly believe that on this level, college that is, it is more difficult to make a movie or a production than it is at the professional level. I really believe that, because when you work with professionals at 20th Century Fox or Paramount Pictures or where have you, they all excel at what they do. They know specifically what they do. You have the equipment, the budget, the money to pull something like that off. And at the college level, you have a bunch of people who are amateurs, learning from their mistakes, no money, no budget, and to pull something off of what we're attempting, it's going to be a magic trick. It's really a dog and pony show. It's really a case of everyone in this crew being a group of Houdinis. You know, being a production that doesn't have a large budget, and we don't have a large budget, some of the things that, you know, I envisioned as a director are ridiculous. They're crazy. And people are looking at me when I tell them what I want to do, and they say, "What? How are you going to pull that off?" I mean, there's an aerial shot at the beginning of this production that you see, that we roll the opening credits over. And, you know, when you watch it on TV, you're like, "Oh, that's neat." But they don't see that it's a helicopter, that you have to go and you have no money. You know, there's a stretch limousine in this. Well, you know how much it is to rent a limousine? I don't know, it's expensive, I know that. You know, you got a 24-passenger limousine or an 12-passenger limousine. They're not cheap. You know, I read somewhere once that Steven Spielberg once talked an airline into shutting off an entire wing so he could shoot something for a college movie. And that's basically what we're doing here. We're getting by with light bulbs, chewing gum, and toothpicks to create and make something that is unheard of at this level. And the students, I guarantee, have received more of an education in the last month of shooting than they have probably in their 3 years, 4 years at college. It's amazing. There's no substitute for the experience that they've obtained. None. They say there's no place like home. And for 6 months, this house behind me is going to be our home. We're going to be shooting inside of it. Interiors, exteriors, that's the central core of the entire production in Neon. It's where all the characters live. And it's been a pleasant nightmare to put together, if you can understand what that means. Pleasant nightmare is the best term I can use to describe this production and how we put it together. Pleasant in the terms that there's so much satisfaction and you have so much passion and so much really obsession in putting this thing together to make it come together into a story that everyone will enjoy. But a nightmare in terms of there are so many things working against you. You have so many schedules to juggle. I mean, these students here, you have to remember, they're students. They're not just volunteers. They're unpaid. Of course, they're volunteers, but they're students. They have classes to do here. You know, sometimes we'll shoot till 2, 3 in the morning, sometimes 4 in the morning, and they'll get up the next day to go to class at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, and I take my hat off to them. You know, it's amazing that we have come this far just to finish the first episode. You know, we have 5 more months to go. And they have been some of the most talented young men and women I've ever had the pleasure of working with, and I hope to work with them again when this is all over. But, you know, I'm looking on down the road. I still got 5 more shows to work with them. So I call it a pleasant nightmare in terms of logistics. What's that? I have to go. They're calling for me. We have to set up a shot. So I can't really live anymore with you than to watch it. You'll see it. It's amazing. What we pull off, the students and I, you'll be amazed. Completely amazed. I know I am. Watch it in neon.
You know how they say college is the best years of your life?
Yeah.
They're right.